relax. If something important happens, we'll let you know. News from ABC and our news partners. WTRF and West Virginia Metro News. Only on the Watchdog. AM1600 WKKX and AM 1370 WVLY. Live from the Sims Tower in the Robinson Auto Group studio, we are the Watchdog. It's time for the broadcast with Sherry and Kelly.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. It's 11:07 in the morning, 33 degrees. It's gone down 4 degrees since we started the show today. I don't know why. The blue skies, maybe it's because the wind's blowing, who knows, but it's very chilly outside.
There's no clouds to hold the heat in.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, but the sun is out there. And
they say that's why the desert gets so cold at night.
Yeah, but it's day.
Yeah, but if there were no clouds last night to hold the heat in.
But it was 37 just a few minutes ago.
Okay, never mind.
No, we're not going to get in an argument now.
No.
It's not worth it.
Not worth it.
No, because we got a great guest in the
Yes, we
studio.
do.
Yes, we have a young man who we've met through the
Children's Miracle Network.
Yeah, Children's Miracle Network radiothon for WVU Children's Hospital. Michael Carroll is a student at Wheeling Park High School and has had 2 bouts of cancer, and as a result of that, has come up with a new project. Hi, Michael. So glad to have you back. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. How did you like waking up to that snow yesterday?
Oh, it was fine. If it was last year, I would have been, tour delay.
Yeah.
I was expecting that on Facebook. Oh, why didn't we get a tour delay today?
Yeah. But they didn't get a 2-hour delay yesterday.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
yeah.
It was just more of the snow for decoration.
Yeah, it looked pretty, didn't it? Mm-hmm. Now, is your house ready for Christmas yet?
Almost. In fact, me and Grandma just got my room cleaned up, where I put the big Christmas display every year. Just got that all picked up, cleaned up last night, and we got all the boxes down. So this Sunday, I'm going to be putting that up.
And you put a big village up?
Yeah, I put a big village up, and I guess I have more. I got a lot this year, and I have a lot from years past. So it's going to look at. I hope it'll encompass my entire room soon.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be amazing. Well, we're not really here to talk about Christmas. We're here to talk about Michael's Meanies.
Oh yes, the Meanies.
Yes, tell everybody what a Michael's Meanie is.
Well, a Michael's Meanie is a stress toy made to look like the basic forms of childhood cancer. Like I have one for leukemia, one for lymphoma, one for kids who have like tumors, like spinal or brain, mm-hmm. And they all take the shape of what they look like. I have one whose name is LZ Louis leukemia. He's the shape of a leukemia cell.
Uh-huh.
I have lymphoma. She's a lymphoma, basically the basic representation of a lymphoma gland. And Terry, the terrible tumor, he's just a round little ball with arms. Because I think that, a tumor looks a lot worse than that, but that was basically just what I thought it looked like.
Yeah. And you came up with this idea. How did you come up with this idea?
Well, it was a few days. This is after my first day of radiation treatment. I was in my bed, and I just started thinking about, because I just got on Facebook. I'm a little bit out of the times.
Uh-huh. And
I wanted to make a picture that had me in a boxing ring with a belt saying champion of the world, and it showed my tumor in the corner, knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
So why not I make that tumor and make him like a plush or a stress toy,
uh-huh.
and I can make him the mascot of the tumor awareness or tumor board.
Uh-huh.
And I thought, well, why stop there? And I quickly thought about the other names, and next day I drew on my iPad on the way up to Pittsburgh for radiation treatment. I drew the 3 designs.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So tell people a little bit about your journey with living with cancer.
Well, it all started when I was 6. I hope you're in for this.
Okay.
If you don't know any of the stories, tune away now.
Okay.
No, you never tell them to tune away. You say, bear with me.
Yes. Okay. Well, it all started when I was 6. I was in kindergarten. I had this weekend where I got sick. We went to the hospital. We stayed there a couple of days, and basically that was it. And then I got better, but then the next weekend I got even more sick, and I couldn't go back to school. So we went back to the hospital, and my doctor said to my parents, your son has leukemia. You have to go up to Pittsburgh. I mean, you have to go down to Morgantown. There we went. We took an ambulance ride. We went down to Morgantown, and we knew what we had to do. We had to come back for treatment and all that. I had to get bone marrows, which I don't remember because I was asleep.
Yeah.
They had bone marrows.
What kind of cancer did you have?
I had leukemia.
Okay.
In fact, acute lymphoblastic leukemia.
Okay. And so you had to have a bone marrow transplant.
Yes, I had. I don't think I had. I didn't have to have a transplant. I just had. I have a bone marrow.
Okay.
But I always remember I won this stuffed fish at Idlewild, and I named her Fishy, and I always had her throughout everything.
Oh, that's a comfort. A big comfort.
In fact, I have her in this little drawer, and I want to give it to my kids.
Oh, that's wonderful. Aww. That's wonderful. Okay, so you beat that.
Yes. In fact, it took me 3 years, and 3 years, and I overcame that. In fact, one time I was halfway through it, and my mom got a call from my doctor saying that it came back, and I told her I was going to. We did it once, I could do it again. And we did, and that it went away. In fact, on the day before my last spinal tap, it was during my Christmas vacation in the 3rd grade. We took a 2-week trip down to Disney.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. What was your favorite part of Disney?
I can't really remember that. I remember how much fun I had walking around the Epcot, going to all the countries. It was just nice. It was very nice.
You really enjoyed that a lot. Wonderful. Okay, so let's fast forward to last year. What happened last year?
Last year, it was here's how it all started. I was on a cruise in the on a cruise in the Caribbean. And we were just eating lunch, and all of a sudden my right hand started acting up. It just felt like it wasn't there. It kept clenching up. And my mom massaged it. It went well, and me and my dad went on to win cartoon trivia at the Lido.
Yay!
Yes. And we didn't think of anything of it because maybe I just pinched it and all that.
Right, could have been a pinched nerve.
Yeah. In fact, we thought it was just because I was lifting rocks in the Key West. And but it was fine. We came back. I went to the Cards of Hope party, and I drew my card, which we actually have.
Right, people can purchase those this year.
And that was fine. My right hand was fine. I drew that with my right hand. That the problem was, as soon as I did that, I had an online health class I wanted to take because I took online health last year, so I thought I could take it this year and get it over with.
Right.
And the thing about the online health is I'm trying to move the mouse all around. My arm's sliding off the table. Pretty soon I can't even lift it. So we go to MedExpress. They basically just tell maybe you just stoved it. And we did.
Did it hurt at all?
Oh no! It kind of felt like it wasn't there.
You just couldn't control it.
It was kind of like you fell asleep, but you don't have the feeling.
You don't have the tingling.
Yeah, you don't have the tingling. My mom and dad asked me, "Is it tingling? Is it hurting?" But no. And we went to my pediatrician, and she said, you have to go up to Pittsburgh. We don't know what this is. We go up there. We go up there, and they have a lengthy MRI at all times, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my!
Yeah, I still can't watch Tron Legacy after that. They gave these special goggles, and it just makes it worse.
Oh, okay. So you had your 2-hour.
Yeah, I had the 2-hour MRI, and that's when our doctor came in and said it's a brain tumor caused by the radiation treatment I got from the leukemia. And
so what's the treatment for that?
More radiation. It's just supposed to shrink it. And in fact, we just went to the doc. What? Yeah, I had surgery. I had surgery to remove that. I forgot about that. And in fact, one of the funny things is after I had it removed. I had it removed on a Thursday, West Virginia day of all days. And the next thing you know, the doctor who performed the surgery comes in Friday. Says you could go home tomorrow.
Really?
And Mom's like, no, don't tell me that, because
you just had your brain operated on.
Yeah, I mean, I had that. In fact, when I got home, I actually used that as a joke sometimes. Like me and my dad I was watching TV, and my dad told me, "Are you watching this? I have the remote." I'm like, "Tell me, did you have your head operated with?" I said,
Yeah.
"I was there." "Oh, I was there." Like, yeah, but did you have your head open? And then one time, somebody tells me the other day, "Oh, you're so smart." I'm like, "Did you think when they cut open my head, a bunch of hot air was going to come out?"
Okay, so what is your course of action now? Are you still going through treatments, or what do you have left?
I just finished up radiation treatment in August. And now I just do chemotherapy 5 days a week, every 28 days.
So it was a malignant tumor then?
Yes.
Okay. So how much longer do you have to go through chemo?
Chemo, I'm not sure. I might have to do that for at least a year.
Okay.
A year?
What's it like to go through chemo?
It's actually not bad. It was much worse the first time. Now all I do is take pills.
Uh-huh.
In fact, every time my mom comes up with the pills, I always play this scene from the Flintstones. And I have it, pill time. In fact, it's much better the first time. No needles, no nothing.
So how is it for you to get through something like this? Is it scary for you? It sounds like you handle a lot of it with a good sense of humor and a good outlook.
In fact, I do. In fact, a kid he wanted to include me in his speech. As I said about how dealing with cancer. I told him about how I just take each day with humor.
Mm-hmm. That has helped you, huh? Mm-hmm. Really helped you. So did they get all the tumor?
They got 80% of it.
Okay.
See, they have these little testicle things that run through the
tentacle things.
Yeah, that's what the doctor told me.
Okay, all right, okay, and so they kind of so that's what they're trying to shrink.
Yeah, that's what they were trying to shrink, because they could go after it, but they might damage more than heal.
Okay, so when you came up with the Michael's Meanies, was this when you were going up for your radiation treatments?
Yes, in fact,
for the brain tumor.
Yes, in fact. I told you about how I drew the designs on my iPad on my second day. In fact, I came home that night. I had all these bags of modeler's clay, and I made them. In fact, I made them all with my left hand, because at that time I couldn't even get my right hand up to there.
Wow! So you're doing a lot of therapy with your right hand. Do they think that you'll get full use of it back?
I'm not sure. I should, but I'm not exactly sure.
Okay. So you made these, you designed them on your iPad.
Yes.
And then you made them with modeling clay. And then when did it come to your mind that, hey, I think every kid should have one of these that's going through childhood cancer?
Well, that was originally my idea, but it was we first started with the big idea after we took these up to I showed the idea to my radiologist, because I left out this part. I showed them to my radiologist, and they all loved them. They all loved the idea, and so that's when I went home and made them. In fact, I was just asking my mom, "Do you ever think it was going to go this far?" Just outside on the waiting room, I just asked her, "You ever thought it was going to go this far?" I'm like, she said, "No." We're like, "No," and I never thought it was going to go this far.
So this was just like this idea that popped into your head. And then what made you say, I want to take this a little further, and then a little further still?
Well, here's the thing I didn't mention about me having leukemia. They gave me this medicine that just kind of made me angry. I always call it angry meds, and my mom and my grandma had to stay with me in the hospital because my dad had to work. And I would always get angry at them. I'm still sorry for that, by the way.
That was your medicine, honey.
Yeah, and I thought about these kids need something, because they're 6 and 7. They don't know what they're going through. They need something that they can take their anger out on without hurting a loved one. So I made those in basic representation of what they're going through. Okay. Basically, this is what represents what they're going through.
So if they have a tumor, you would give them Terry the terrible tumor.
And if they're going through leukemia, I would give them Louis leukemia. If they had They had a lymphoma gland. They'd have Lily.
Okay. So then you took the idea with the modeling clay, and then you showed your radiologist, and they thought that was a really cool idea.
Yep.
And then you took it even further. You didn't stop there. What was the next step?
The next step was we tried to find a place that could mass produce these. Except we tried our best to find one in the United States, and everybody was always too expensive. Mm-hmm. My dad ended up finding this place in China, and that's who sent us those.
Okay,
they sent us those, and actually, in fact, they just got those via email pictures. They never even saw them.
They never even saw your clay.
Mm-hmm. They never even saw those. They just saw pictures of them.
They look exact.
Yes, they look exact. That's what I thought when I saw them.
No, are they like
a stress ball?
Yeah,
that's
like a stress ball.
The consistency of like a stress ball.
Yeah,
yes.
Here, I'll throw them over to you.
Careful with the merchandise.
Okay. Now, are those the only 3 you have?
Yes, those are the only 3 I have.
Okay. So they're amazing.
Yes, they are.
So when did you get them?
We got them not too long ago, because I remember I was Christmas shopping. When was that?
Probably almost 2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Okay, so it was after the radiothon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it must have been right after the radiothon.
Yeah. Well,
so when they came and you opened up the box and you saw them, what did you think?
Wow.
Did you see that they're all signed?
Yeah.
Yeah. They all have my my John Hancock on
It's
the
like
back.
a Cancer Cabbage Patch Kid or something.
That is so cool. So now you found someone that can produce them. You've seen that they can do it. Mm-hmm. What's the next step?
My next step is we just gotta raise money. In fact, I actually just the other day I came up with a slogan for our what is it? 501. What's the thing?
C3.
No, we're a nonprofit.
Non-profit association.
Okay.
And I have this thing to all viewers. Please donate to Michael's Meanies, because to make Meanies,
we've got to have money.
I love it.
I've been telling that to everybody. I was interviewed by the news the other day, and I used that.
Where did you get that?
I don't even know. I just looked on. I just remember I saw that scene somewhere, and I looked it up, and I found it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Somebody in a video used that, and I just thought, hey, I could use it for the Meanies. People will probably take it as a good joke.
Yeah, it is very funny. So what is your dream now with Michael?
My dream is for this to go worldwide. Mm-hmm. And basically, I thought about turning my. We found these stick. I'm trying to find those like the what are they called? This skins from my mom's car. Turn it into as I like to call it, the Meanie Mobile.
Ah, wow, yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah, so if we get a call from the hospital, they want the Meanies. Or the Meanie Mobile.
Here comes Michael and his Meanie Mobile.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this:
Yes.
how much do you need to raise right now to get them made?
That depends how much you got. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't you ever be sorry. That's right. Don't set a limit, because then people won't give more than the limit.
Yeah, well, so far we need, I think, $5,000. Yeah,
$5,000, and I know that your friends at Wheeling Park High School gave you a good start.
Yes, they did.
How much did they give you?
They gave me $1,800.
Wow.
Yeah, I was surprised too, because they had to sell these bands, and sadly I was their best seller.
You were?
Yeah. In fact, we were just they were interviewing the teacher who was the head of the ACS last night on the Patriot Connection, and they says Michael Carroll is the best seller for everything.
No, you're a master salesman, huh? Mm-hmm. Do you like selling?
Yes, yes. In fact, I have to sell a couple. We have to sell a couple Meanies to because the thing is, you buy a Meanie, a kid with cancer gets a free one.
So you're going to sell the Meanies.
Well, some of them, not all of them. You know, I'm not gonna give the kid, here, kid, have a Meanie, and then you asked me to give this Meanie to a kid I do not know. It's gonna cost you a little money.
Okay, so how's the program going to work? You need money right now, seed money, to get them made, right?
Yes.
Okay, so then you plan on selling Meanies to people to raise money to give Meanies?
Some Meanies, yes. Some Meanies, you buy a Meanie, you give a Meanie. Kind of like that,
Okay.
buy a laptop, give a laptop. In fact, on the way down, we actually saw that new Wiener Hut. If anybody there is listening, I have an idea for a meanie weenie to raise money for it.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah. You have onions for Lily. You have like little tomatoes, like those little tomato slices, like for Terry, and for Louie, you have
chili or
something
like that. Yeah.
So you sell the meanie weenie, and all proceeds go to Michael's Meanies.
I like that.
You like that? Good.
Do you have the breakdown to know like exactly how much one meanie will cost?
You're trying to get them under $1.
In fact, my radiologist, we showed them the
I'd be hitting up those doctors like nobody's business.
He said to me he wants $100 worth. I says, oh, so you'll take one butt then.
Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
Oh, tell me about it. I keep these two doing stitches all day.
Okay, so you, I would be hitting up the doctors and saying, no. I need the seed money. You'll get one meanie for $100.
In fact, I hope she's listening. I have my godmother, Mary Ellen Roginski. She was out of Peterson getting rehabilitation because she had hip problems, and we gave her bands, and she started selling them to all the doctors.
Good.
In fact, there is a guy who transports them. He was smiling ear to ear, and a patient came up to ask him, "Why are you so happy?" "Oh, we got wonderful news that this boy, there's no sign of his brain tumor anymore."
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
So do you have any of the bracelets that we can buy?
Do we? Yes,
okay.
We do.
All right.
Do you have any that you could possibly leave here so that if a listener wanted to stop down, maybe we could be a place of purchase?
Yes, that would be a great idea.
Yeah, we would love to help you in any way.
Absolutely.
Now, can I put this on Facebook? And if I do, where would they send donations?
That'd be the.
Check out. It's on Michael's Meanies.
It's on the
website.
On the website,
there's a
right?
link. I could put a link to your website.
Yes.
That is really cool. So, who are you going to give your first meanie to?
I'm in. I probably Pittsburgh because WPXI has us up there. They said they want us doing it. They want to do a cover story of us. In fact, another one I wanted to give to is Morgantown because that's where they helped me through leukemia.
Right.
And I wanted to send a special Louis, a special Louis leukemia to this little kid. You heard about this kid who wrote Santa for no more leukemia for Christmas?
No, I didn't.
It was on WTRF. It was about this little kid who he asked Santa. He wrote many letters to Santa saying no more pokes and no more leukemia.
Oh.
And a friend of mine, she sent me a thing that says, could he use a meanie? I says, you bet he's going to get a meanie.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. How do you think a meanie would have changed your situation when you were younger?
I think it would have helped. It would have helped because I could have taken my anger on that instead of my parents.
Yeah, I think that you need to have a card enclosed with everyone that can tell your story.
In fact, we're talking to the guy right now about having a card put in there and telling my story.
Okay. So what is your website?
michaelsmeanies.com.
Okay, and it's MEANIES.
Yes, MEANIES.
And now is there an apostrophe after Michael's?
Nope.
Nope, just michaelsmeanies.com. Mm-hmm. And people can go right on there and donate to you? Mm-hmm. And are the donations coming in?
Yes, the donations are coming in. It's been a little slump, but in fact, we just got $200 the other day.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm.
That's fantastic. I think that this would be a great way that you could honor someone at Christmas time, especially a child that maybe wasn't so fortunate to make it through their battle with cancer. That perhaps in their name they could make a donation and help another child.
Yeah, and in fact, because I know all these some of these families can't afford treatment and like Christmas presents and all that. Mm-hmm. In fact, like I said, one of my careers I thought about going into is voice acting, like providing voices for cartoons. In fact, I thought about if I could make these into an animated feature. I thought I'd voice like Terry and Lily. No, Louie.
Oh, how would Louie sound? What's your vision of what Louie and Terry sound
Terry,
like?
I thought that would kind of sound like a whiny voice like this. Mm-hmm. Lily,
Lily, you can't because you're a guy. But what about?
I could actually just do this voice, but I don't think this would be sound like her.
Okay. And what about Louie?
Again, I think you could have like this type of voice.
Okay, wonderful.
Well, the thing is about the thing about because I was looking at Terry the other day, and he makes me laugh because he's angry, but he's not threatening. I mean, a tumor is threatening, yes, but he's not. Terry himself is not threatening because he just looks. To me, he looks like an angry Powerball.
Yeah. So anybody can beat him.
Yeah, anybody can beat him.
Yeah.
In fact,
he acts all big and powerful, but yes.
In fact, I was up at my high school for an interview about the Meanies, and I ran into one of my this teacher who was a part of the ACS, and I said, "Hey, can you point me in the direction of the Flash game design? Because I want them to make I wanted to ask if they can do a Flash game for my website called Whack-A-Meanie." And she says, "Oh, that's a great idea. I'm going to go tell them that."
Yeah, see, you have so many wonderful ideas.
Well, my mom, in the words of my mom, they must have nixed something when they removed it. Because I've had ideas nonstop. In fact, after this takes off, and I'm going around doing this because I actually have an idea for an automatic sandwich maker.
Really?
Yeah, I don't want to give any too more.
No, don't, because that could be your $1 million idea.
Yeah, my $1 million idea. And that was one of the things I mentioned earlier about becoming a voice actor, because I know they make a lot of money. I thought about if I could start to entertain, because I entertain like my two little cousins every time they come over or they come over. I entertain them with my voices.
Do you really? Yeah. Well, see like a year ago, you would have never even. This was not even on your radar.
Yeah, this wasn't even.
And so, is this your passion
for doing a voice acting?
Well, I mean, the Michael's Meanies your passion, or what is your passion in life? Like, what excites you, or do you get excited by a lot of different things?
Well, women excite me.
Okay. Besides that, Michael.
Well, like I said, I think acting would be one of them. I do enjoy supplying voices for stuff.
Yes, voice animation would be awesome.
That would be that'd be awesome. Because I suggested my orthodontist the other day. He's a big fan of like the old animations, which I am too. Mm-hmm. That's what you get when you have old parents.
Oh.
I didn't even realize that till a teacher told me that. You have old parents, don't you?
Oh, God. Are you an only child?
Yes.
Okay.
Unless you count my dog, Dino.
They what?
Unless you count my dog, Dino. Because he kind of acts like my brother.
Okay. Well, you know what? My son, Trey, has my other son, Ollie. And Ollie's a poodle. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, my mom says she has 2 big boys, me and my dad.
Aw. Isn't that something? So what if so the listeners that are listening in,
yes.
What would you like to tell them, and what would you like to ask them to do?
What would I like to ask them? I'd like to tell them that to make Meanies,
we've got to have money.
Okay, so you want their money.
Yes.
You want their call to action.
Yes.
Their call to action is to make a donation for Michael's Meanies.
Yes.
You can go to michaelsmeanies.com. Who do we have on the line?
We have Rocket.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey, Rocket.
Hey, very inspiring, Michael. This is a great idea. I would suggest maybe with the Meanies, if you wanted to expand on that, since you do voices, you could maybe tell a little story about the Meanie and how you want to get rid of the Meanie and sell the book, the little story with the Meanie.
Like the voice box.
Yeah.
Michael, yes, in Michael's voice. He does all the voices.
Ooh.
Write a little story about, what meaning means to me and how I'm going to get rid of this meaning, whatever story he wants to write. I think the children, along with the meanie, would love the story, too.
Great idea. In fact, I was actually working on making an animated feature with these that I was going to give out to the kids with the meanies.
Perfect.
Kind of explain the story. So
Yeah.
great idea, except...
Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You too. Good luck.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Except for one thing.
Yeah?
Need more money.
Yes.
Need more money to do that.
Yes.
Okay.
In fact, like I said earlier about having a career as an actor, you see these actors today, they make $2 million an episode, like Charlie Sheen used to on Two and a Half Men. And they what do? They blow it. They have their career and then they blow it. They have all this stuff and they blow it. So I thought about, if I ever become a big name actor or something, and I get like $2 million and I could take that out and it wouldn't affect me in one bit, I would buy a Santa suit and go to all the children's hospitals and ask what the kids want for Christmas, and I'd give it them, and I'd tell the parents, listen, don't worry, I get it. In fact, the thing is, I don't want anybody to know it's me. I wouldn't want anybody, except there's one problem with that plan, and then the problem is I don't know what I don't know. People might catch on if I'm seen around Toys R Us buying these buggy loads of toys.
Well, you have your elves. Santa has his elves. Yeah, but that is very admirable. Very admirable indeed. You have to be very proud, Mom and Grandma. Yeah, he said you're a special kid. You know that.
Yeah, I have.
And you have a huge heart.
Mm-hmm.
Will you allow people to do fundraisers and stuff to help fund this?
Sure, I will.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I'm going to put this on my Facebook page. We'll put it on our Facebook page for the station, and we'll try to get you at least the 5,000 to the 5,000 to get these made and get the ball rolling. But seriously, I would be like talking to those doctors. They have the cash.
Well, my grandma, she went to a doctor the other day, and she hit him up for some money.
Okay.
In fact, my dad.
Good for you, Grandma.
My dad works at this. He works in radio up in Pittsburgh. In fact, the business manager, the building manager, gave him matched it up to $1,000.
Wow, that is cool.
And in fact, because she says she'd match us up to $1,000 if we got up to $1,000, but she just gave $1,000 anyway. Because I was worried. Because I was worried there because we weren't going to get a lot of money. We were like $500 from there, and I thought my dad had to get my dad would have to do something. If I do this, will you give my son $1,000? Oh, sure. oh, sure, honey. I'll give you anything you want. I hope he's not listening.
Oh my gosh, you are a trip.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I wish you the best with this.
Thank you.
Keep us updated on everything that's happening because we want to follow you through this.
I'll keep you
because
updated.
we think that this is just one of the coolest things ever, and I can see this being huge.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I can see this being huge, and it matches your heart.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. Well, Michael, thank you very much for joining us.
No
We will
problem.
do our part to help, and we got to get some of those bracelets down here, okay?
You got it. Bracelets, you got it.
All right. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Michael's Meanies, michaelsmeanies.com. Do your part. Help this kid. Help other kids with cancer. It's an awesome program, and I think that we got to do everything that we can to make it happen. All right. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more. Stay with us. Did you give them their Meanies back?
Yeah, they took their meetings.
Okay. Oh, because those are the only ones they have.
Yeah,
But they're amazing.
they are.
They're amazing. And that is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, how you would find someone to do that. So we're asking you to, I know that this was a big drive through the high school, but we're asking you, our listeners, we have a ton of these bracelets, and we would love for you to come down and get some. You can sell them for us. That's one way to start. And we're putting our heads together as to how we can raise money for the Michael's Meanies project. What?
Just sold 20 of them.
Really? Cool.
Yep.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Great. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm real excited about that.
Did you hear that, Michael?
Yep, we got $20. Hey, it's not bad, for, But yeah, just come and join. But those, and I want to wear one too, so that when people ask me about it, I can tell them the story about this kid and how I had him on the show and how he has this dream to help kids take their anger out and their frustration with cancer out on these little stress balls.
And I didn't realize that you had just recently met him.
Yeah,
because I've met him because he's been on with us several years.
Yeah,
but with different hosts.
Yes,
and now for me the shock was when he came this year to learn that he was fighting a whole new battle with cancer. I wasn't aware that he was sick again.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had only known the story from when he had leukemia the first time.
Oh.
And even then I was fascinated with him.
Yes,
he's just such a just this light.
Yes.
Just lights up a room.
He truly is. He truly is. So we want to help him in any way that we possibly can.
And just also want to reiterate again that for all you miracle makers, that's what you're doing, That's a gift to the world that you miracle makers
right
help make happen.
Right. I mean, that's yeah. I mean, because you gave to Children's Hospital. Yeah. People like Michael can survive and thrive.
And not only that,
contribute immensely to humanity.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the far-reaching effect, the ripple of that is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive indeed. So tell your friends, put it on your Facebook page, link it to Michael's Meanies. I'm going to do that when I get home so that we can help him. All right, 304-214-1600. Toll free 304-214-1600, toll free 866-514-1600. I'm trying to figure out. I don't really want to follow that with anything that's just kind of like bad news.
No, don't do anything downer.
Yeah, I don't want